Good day everyone, this is John Bot Hobmas Prime Reviews. As always, I'm wishing you all the very best. Please feel free to like, share, subscribe and click that notification bell for latest content. I'm back again, this time with one of the Micro Galaxy Squadron Starship assortment sets, which this time is Boba Fett Starship. And this time it's in a big box, the same as you see. You start with the box, you get shows you dioramas where it has lots of features on it. It is very good. It even has the gravity mine that he shoots out the back, like EMP type mine thing that he uses, but it's really good. And as you can see, I have all these. Please feel free to check out all these. I've done the light armor class, I've got all of that assortment, I've done all the reviews for them. Please check them out. I've also done all the reviews for the TIE Advance, the Luke Skywalker X-Wing and Obi-Wan Starfighter, and the awesome Razor Crest, still my favourite to date. So as you can see, it says Disney, StarWars.com, jazwares, blah blah blah, and it looks pretty good. And it comes with all the same dioramas as always. I'm not going to drag this out. Let's just get straight into it. So as you can see, let's angle the camera a bit. There we go. So focus. There we go. As you can see, it has this. I'm going to open this so you can see it. It has this cool little gimmick where at rest, see there, Boba and Fennec Shand have appeared. Hang on, let's get some light on the subject. There you go, that's better. As you can see, Boba and Fennec Shand are inside, and it does have a gimmick where it rotates and drops the cockpit. I wish it could lock into place. I mean, I know there's some people are saying you can trap it somehow, but people are saying that it breaks it, so it's just a bit of a pants thing. They should have had like a lock on the back so you could lock it. It would have been better, but I do like a gimmick, and the gimmick's always good. The weathering and the paint on this is phenomenal. It is really aged really well. Feels nice in hand, feels solid. I mean, just look at it. And I'm not calling it Boba Fett Starship, I'm calling it Slave 1, sorry, don't mean to offend, but that was its name. I grew up, I'm 39 years old, and I grew up all my life knowing that slavery is wrong, but the fact of the matter is the name of the ship doesn't define anyone's opinions or views. So for me, it's not Boba Fett Starship or the Fire Spray, it is Slave 1. So as you can see, Slave 1 does have all these awesome features. As I've just showed you, it has the rotating cockpit, and it does have opening interior. You pull down this and it pops off. Mine is very stiff. Very stiff. I don't know whether to put some oil or something in it because it is phenomenally stiff. I worry that that's going to break. It probably will over time, so not many of these, only for the purpose of the review will this be shown, then it'll just be displayed. But as you can see, it's like a little play set. You can see inside he does have storage for his rocket pack, and he does have, similar to the, oh there we go, come off, similar to the crest, it does have a rotational panel that you can flip forward like that, so it just looks possibly like a door into the cockpit. Excuse me, frog in my throat. And then you spin that round and you can see his iconic blaster, and you can see thermal detonators and all sorts. And let's have a close-up look of the backpack. The detail's pretty cool. I mean, with some Gundam markers you could make it better, but we'll sit that there. But you know, it's pretty freaking cool. And you do have, as far as articulation goes, he has articulated independent moving cannons, and make sure that's back down before you push that. Oh, I did that yesterday. I have to say, I'm not going to lie, I do like it, but at the same time it is my least favourite out the assortment. I'm not a big I always liked Slave 1, but there's too many things with this that are annoying. Fennec Shand turned up broken into pieces, so I had to glue her together. So I'm hoping I can get her out in one piece. Which is proving awkward. And this is one of the other reasons I'm not a big fan of this set. There we go. It's bloody impossible sometimes to get it out. I had to put, as you can see, it just glistening a little bit. Focus. I had to put a little bit of glue in the middle of the abdomen because when I got her out of the pack, she fell completely to bits. But it was an easy fix, and a bit of glue left overnight. She is now attached. But as far as detail goes, not bad for a figure this size. Usually you have articulation, you have both legs. Do not, I have seen so many reviewers do this. Please stop telling people the legs move independently. Or the arms do. They don't. I can vouch for this 110%. Because when I was gluing this back together, there was one singular pin that goes between the arms and one singular pin between the legs. Please stop telling people they can move independently. You are going to make people break their pride and joys. Please. They only have 2 points of articulation. Both legs move together. Both arms move together. That is all. Rant over. Sorry, but it's just very unprofessional and very annoying. It just really annoys me because they're just encouraging people to break it. Do your research, people. Do your research. But as you can see, she can sit down, and that's how she scales next to Slave 1. Looks pretty cool. Now, you think she was hard to get out. Now, Boba, he is a bugger to get in, but he's actually not too bad to get out. And he is a lovely little figure. Again, only 2 points of articulation. Let's focus. As you can see, the visor does not come painted with the black. I used a Gundam marker like I did on my Mando, and it makes him awesome. He has 2 points of articulation again. Legs move together. Legs move together. Arms move together. So, looks pretty cool. And as I said, he comes with his backpack. But I found he struggles to go into Slave 1's pilot seat with his backpack on, so I just move it out. Unlike Mando, you can leave his on. But it's pretty cool. I mean, for some dioramas, you can have him going. And it's pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. So, I'm going to put the figures out the way for a memento. I'm going to do the comparison of the vehicle that I have to hand. And if you haven't seen this review for my TIE Fighter, I actually have 2 of these now. Please feel free to check it out. I'd be honoured if you did. Oh, this might be my dodgy one where the cockpit done shut. There we go. Right, so here you go. Size comparison. See, there you go. Slave 1 is a big boy. He's a big boy. Oh yeah, and like I said, I have started doing some panel lining because it didn't have any of this. I will be finishing it off, properly designing it. And there is the gravity mine, not the EMP type mine. I can never remember if it's gravity mine or EMP mine. Comments down below, please. But as I say, I've started to do some panel lining, and I'm going to be putting some colour into this, making it really pop, come alive. But it's not too bad with the weathering and all that. It's pretty cool, pretty cool. But yeah, it's definitely a nice ship. But as I said, unfortunately, it's not my favourite. I have actually got the Imperial Transport arriving today, and the Millennium Falcon. So that is, I'm really hoping that doesn't let me down, because I'm really looking forward to that. But Razor Crest so far is my favourite. But out of all of my reviews on this range, I do like this because I've got Fennec and Boba, and you've got Slave 1. It's a nice little playset. There is a few options there. I do like the fact that you can have some little dioramas going on inside. Pretty cool. Definitely been taking some photos like I did with the Crest, with some of the old Action Fleet playsets, and I have actually got one of the old Death Star playsets. I'm going to do some photos with these Imperial scum. So, yeah. We'll go to my final thoughts. And my final thoughts are, just going to be brief in this, wrapping it up. I'm going to give it 6 out of 10. Reasons being, hold on there with me. 1, it should have had a correct locking mechanism so you can lock it in flight mode. 2, it should have come with a flight stand. I really think that would have been a massive inclusion extra, would have been brilliant. And Fennec turned up, QC issues, fell apart. A little kiddie gets these, not only could they possibly lose all them bits, They'd be heartbroken, get it out of the box and the bits go flying, but I'm a careful collector. I know to take them out of the box steadily. And for a little kid, if you brought these for your children, if they've been watching Book of Boba Fett or Mandalorian or even in Star Wars, good on them, then it's going to upset them. You need to make sure these QC issues are even just a simple blob of glue was an easy fix, but be careful, be careful. And you're not going to get many play features with that because I do think it's going to break. So that's why mine will probably just sit like that in this position. And the cockpit is too fiddly to get the figures in. So that's why it's only getting a 6 out of 10, I'm afraid. But still worth picking up for the collection. I'm nearly complete on my collection now once I've got the Falcon and the Imperial Transport turns up today. I know Asda are doing them for £30, but I got them on UK based for £20, brand new, off of Amazon. So do check it out. And like I said, I now have a couple of the old TIE fighters. They are so collectible, so collectible. But they're a good range, and I love the old Action Fleet, and I'm glad I got the chance as an adult to get these. And I'm so looking forward to Series 2 because I want the Bad Batch ship, and I want all those other things as well, all those awesome goodness. So I will be back with some more reviews, and I do have the entirety of the Black Series Bad Batch, and even a custom piece to do with the Bad Batch Black Series that I bought off of eBay. There was a few issues with that. I'll get into that when I get to that review, but please bear with me. I've had a few personal health issues, so I've had to hold back on the reviews. So I'm trying to just at least get you one out a week, at least. I've got, like I said, I've got several 8 pieces by the end of today that need doing. I haven't forgot about you. I appreciate you all, and thank you for sticking with me. Fingers crossed everything will be back to normal soon, and then we'll be back to some Hodmas goodness. So this is John Bot, Hodmas Prime Reviews, reviewing the Starship Class Micro Galaxy Squadron series by Jazwares, Series 1 Boba Fett Starship Slave 1. Take care. Tell all lovers of one. Scooty win.